You know, when you're supercharging and you're just minding your own business and all of a sudden Godzilla comes? Hey guys, welcome back to Because Tesla. My name is Eric, and today's topic is why I don't use an SSD drive for my Sentry Mode and Dashcam. Now, if you saw my last video on this subject matter, you know it nearly broke the internet. So I'm fully expecting you guys to show up in the comments to tell me what you think about this. So I don't have my SSD drive with me at the moment, but I'll put a graphic here to show you what one looks like. And what SSD is, it's a solid state drive. It basically means there's no moving parts. It is a full hard drive that you can put in your laptop or in your desktop computer. A lot of people use them as external hard drives just to add more storage to their computers. And you can use it for your Tesla as well. It comes with a USB cord. You just plug it in and you can format it to FAT32 and use it to partition both your music and your dash cam footage. But here's the reason why I don't recommend that. So most of you guys are using something probably it looks like this. It's a USB flash drive, and this is just comprised of flash memory. It's a NAND type of memory chip, and it's got a controller in here that tells it where to write, what cells to write to inside, the flash memory. So an SSD drive really isn't that much different than this. It's also comprised of a controller with a bunch of NAND flash memory. And what makes it a little bit better than one of these is that it's got a more robust controller in it. It does something called wear leveling. So what wear leveling is it makes sure it fills all the cells. When it writes to the memory, it writes to all the cells first before it goes back to the older cells and overwrites them. So if I were going to use an SSD drive, I would get the largest size possible. That means it'll take longer for it to fill up all those memory cells before it goes back and starts overwriting, because it's the overwriting over and over again is what destroys those memory cells. So some of you have asked about using just a regular hard drive. This is one from a desktop. It's pretty big and bulky. They do have smaller form factors than this that go in laptops, but it works the same way as this. They're just platters they're made of like either glass or aluminum, but they're coated with a metal coating, and it uses a little magnet to magnetize and demagnetize into ones and zeros, and that's how it stores on this thing. This is actually better at endurance writing than one of these or an SSD drive. And what I mean by endurance writing is writing and then overwriting it and continuing to overwrite over and over again. That's an endurance. So why wouldn't I recommend using something like this, just a smaller version? Well, because it does have moving parts inside, and anytime you're in a vehicle or anything that moves and bumps around on the roads, hits potholes, whatever, this thing's gonna move around and shake, and it's always got the potential of damaging it. So if you're gonna use one of these, try to find an external case that is designed for rugged use. And I know they exist. It's been a while, but I've seen them before where they're just a rugged case. They've got some sort of shock system inside, like a shock-proof case, and you can put this inside of that and then connect to it that way. That just keeps it secure. Like if you hit a bump in the road, it's not going to jostle this too much to damage anything. So the pros of using this is that it does have better endurance cycles where you can write and overwrite a lot more times than you can with an SSD drive. But the downside to this is that it is a mechanical device with moving parts. If any one of those moving parts fails, you could lose the whole drive. That's just kind of how it is. And with it being in a moving vehicle that has shocks and bumps around, I don't know if I would trust it 100%. So that's why I do not recommend one of these. However, for SSD drives, they're the opposite. They're designed for rugged use. There's no moving parts inside. It's really just the same thing as this. There's no moving parts. It's just a flash memory with a controller inside, and it's just all electronic digital little flash drive. SSDs are the same thing. It just had a bunch of these inside of them. The problem though is that the SSDs, just like your flash drive, are not built for endurance. They don't record over each other as well as like one of these guys. The reason for that is the way the controller writes to these is it's called a PE cycle, a program erase cycle. And it uses electronic shock to basically electrocute the cell, and then it puts its data in there, and every time it writes and overwrites, it degrades that cell. And eventually you're going to get to a point where those cells start dying. Well, if you've got a large enough flash drive or SSD drive, you're going to last a lot longer. I would get one as large as you can get. And that way it will fill all those cells before it starts overwriting and destroying the cell. Now, what I use for my music files is the same thing as this. I just use a smaller form factor. It's the exact same thing. It's a USB 3. Just all that means is it's going to write faster from your laptop to the storage device. Has nothing to do with your Tesla, because Tesla uses USB 2 as its ports in the front here. So that's not going to be impacted. So what do I recommend using to record your Sentry Mode and your Dashcam? I am doubling down on my initial video. I'll put a link in the description above here. I recommend an Endurance MicroSD card. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the comments were getting a little confused about what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about just using a MicroSD card. They're not all the same. MicroSD cards are the same as these guys. It's really no different. What I'm talking about is one that specifically has the word endurance written on top. You'll look for one. This one says Pro Endurance. There's other brands that use different labeling. They may say high endurance, but what you want to look for is endurance. So why an Endurance MicroSD card instead of an Endurance one of these, or an SSD drive, or any other type of drive? Well, to be honest, Endurance cards really only come, as far as I've seen, in these MicroSD cards. And the reason for that is that these are specifically made for dash cams and security cameras, devices that are going to be writing and overwriting over and over again. Think about those security cameras that write all night long, and then once it reaches its limit and the next day starts, it overwrites the old stuff. That's what these are designed for. If you go to any webcam or security camera website, any kind of dash cam website, they're all going to recommend an Endurance card. And they, like I said, they only come in this form factor, because think about what those cameras are. They're small devices that you don't want a bulky one of these hanging off the side of it. It's usually got a little slot where you can stick one of these in, and it's, you know, it's out of sight. It just makes it more compact. There's a great article by CNET that talks about SSD drives and how they work, and I'm going to put a link below just so you can read, because it's got a lot more details that I'm not going to go into for this video. And I also have a link to another YouTuber called Car Cam Central, and that's all they talk about is dash cams and just the technology behind it. They also recommend using these, and I'm going to put a link to their video that talks about this, where they review the best options for the storage for your dash cam. So if you're already using one of these things, there's no need to freak out and rush to go buy something else. This will work. They all will work. All these options will work. It's just, I'm telling you what is the best option. So in my opinion, this would be good. An SSD drive would be better, but your Endurance card would be best. So you're wondering, how do I get this to fit in my Tesla to record? Well, I use an adapter. This one is a SanDisk. It's just a USB It's got a little slot there, and you put your card in like that, and that's what you use in your Tesla. I just wanted to post this video because I know there's a lot of miscommunication about what an SSD drive is. A lot of people thinks that it's just superior to everything else because it is the most modern type of drive you'd use for your computer. Just wanted to let you know that yes, it's a great drive. It's just not built for this purpose. And I wanted you guys to understand that. If you already have an SSD drive, feel free to continue using it. It's not gonna, be that big a deal. Like I said, the SSD drive does use a technology called wear leveling, and that just fills in all the empty cells before it starts overwriting. So it is more robust than one of the USB flash drives. But just know that it is the same technology. It will wear out eventually once it overwrites so many times. So that's it, guys. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate in the comments, so bring it on. I like to read them, and I usually reply to everything. So let's talk about this further down below. So if you liked the video, let me know by hitting that like button. And if you didn't like the video, still hit that like button. And if you keep watching these videos and you keep thinking, man, these Teslas are cool, they've got all this cool technology, I want to get one for myself, do it. It's the most amazing thing I've ever done. This is such a great car. I love driving it every day. If you're interested in buying one for yourself, I'll put a link in the description below for my referral code. That'll give you and me both free supercharging miles, and that comes in really handy. And if you want to see more videos, consider hitting that subscribe button, and that really helps me out a lot, and you'll be notified when the latest videos come out. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in the comments.